Stop that! No 7.5 tonners allowed along here except for access. Fortunately, I think the FJR's probably about half a ton lighter than 7.5, so...
Only just.
We're
Only just.
Screw you, Ogri.
Cool, that sun's bright, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what that kid was talking about, coming along the 69, I think he said it was getting the sun in his face all the time. This is Brampton, I think, and it's we're now north of the 69, so...
I do.
Got our learner driver here who's a bit nervous. Come on, my darling, you do alright, you're doing alright there, good girl, or good boy, but you're doing alright, you're doing alright. You'll have those L plates off in no time. They're going the same way we're going. I can't tell you how thrilled I am to see that.
Yeah.
There's a reason I can't tell you, Ogri, because I'm not thrilled. Yeah.
I thought that might be it, Lucky. I did think that might be it.
We'll skip past them. We'll give plenty of room, mate, because there's nothing worse than being buzzed by two idiots on motorcycles. And you know, we're not those idiots, are we, Ogri?
No, we're not. No, we're a completely different sort of idiots.
Yeah, we're a totally different kind of idiots. We are.
Not the motorcycling sort. We're good motorcyclists.
Well, yeah. I think that's enough. Yeah, Barkent are there. Wow, just rotting away. Yeah, I think we are. I think you know what? I think we're pretty reasonable motorcyclists.
I think we are.
I think we're not bad at all. We're not naughty. We don't go crazy. We did used to go crazy. I mean, God knows we could have lost our licenses so many times.
I know, mate.
So many times.
I know.
If we'd been caught doing the shit we were supposed to be not doing. On those private roads.
On those private roads.
On those private roads.
Yeah.
That's right. Just drudge out in front of me. Why don't you?
Ooh.
We're going to go down here anyway. So.
All right.
I'll tell you what. That pork and pickle and pork and apple are now repeating on me.
Are they?
Yeah, I'm struggling a bit here, mate. I really am. I think I came out without any tummy tablets as well. That's really good. Oh, joy. Well, fortunately, that kind of drug is available freely at petrol stations and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I can't imagine it's going to be so much of an issue.
Gretna.
There we go. Coming the other way.
Yeah.
Well, that's a sign I hate to see on the road. Bends.
Yeah.
Oh, I like my roads straight.
God smiles on us.
Bridge on the Tyne. Crossing over the River Tyne there, mate. Are you bored yet, or are you still doing alright?
Like the TT, isn't it?
Well, some people might get bored with this ride, you see.
No. I'd never get bored of this, I'll tell you.
No, it's lots of, it's just, you know what, it's therapy.
Yeah.
It's therapy. More people should ride motorcycles, and more people should experience motorcycling, and experience this kind of motorcycling, you know, with friends or without. I get a very similar vibe when I'm riding without friends. That's not disrespecting you, August, but it's therapy, man. It puts your mind in a very now place. You're not thinking about anything else, you're just You're thinking about the ride, you're thinking about your experience as you're enjoying your motorcycle ride. And you're dealing with the now, you're dealing with the things that are coming at you all the time.
Yep.
And the views that are presented to you. And you know, the experiences you get straight through the front of your crash helmet. That's what you're dealing with, that's where you're at. And it's a wonderful cleanser for the mind, I think.
I think you're right.
Yeah. It is therapy, man, I tell you, it's therapy. Indicated a bit early there, I was turning into their driveway. It's here.
Yeah.
It's Heather's Gillen Road Head. I'm not familiar with these roads, so I think you may find that I'm rather tentative.
Okay, mate. I think you're absolutely right. I think it is therapy, but I also think it wouldn't be for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we'd seem to deal with the... I know some people would see this riding motorcycle and they'd be so overwhelmed by everything that's happening and
Yes,
all the sensory kind of, you know, experience coming at them and what to do. And I mean, there's a lot at work, right? There's a kid at work. He's a seasoned driver. He used to drive for the army. There's a lot of work with this excellent chap, and he drives an HGV better than I ever could, no matter how many years I continue to drive. He drives cars, he loves his cars, he loves his HGVs. But he said to me, I could never get on a bike, I would kill myself. And I think, well, why would you kill yourself?
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't know what
That's
to do.
That's a strange thing to say. A lot of people say it, don't they?
Yeah, I can't understand why people would suddenly feel that a bike would be so overwhelming to them. But I do understand that it is to some people. But to us two, it's just a duck to water. And that's not through...
No.
experience. You know, I think when you get on a motorcycle, you either take to it straight away from minute one, although you haven't got the experience and you'll make mistakes, or you won't. And I've known some people take up motorcycling and then give it up. I mean, another lad who I've done some work with, he works for a different company. He had a 125 and he was all about riding it, and then I went out with him on the 125 and I was on the 500 and I gave him a go with 500 on a private road, and he was all for it. But then he came in to do a job with me a couple of months later, and I said, you know, how's the bike? Oh, I've sold it. You sold it? I thought you were so into it. He went, no, he says, I'm just thinking about my family and, you know, if anything happened. I thought, well, everybody thinks that. You're not exclusive to it. It's not a guilt trip you suffer alone. Everybody thinks about, oh God, what happens if an accident?
Yeah.
What about my children, you know? I mean, you heard my mum today saying, well, you know, remember you've got 2 children and you know,
and a job,
you know, so you've got responsibilities. Well, yes, you have, and you temper those responsibilities with the fun you get from riding, and that's why we don't go 10 tenths, but we also don't need to for the thrill anymore, because this is enough for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for some people it's overwhelming, and it's not pleasant when it's overwhelming. It overrides everything, and what we find as pleasure becomes an absolute terror and a trauma to them. But I find it difficult to understand that, but I do hear your point about what you said. It's not for everyone.
No. And I think 2 of the things you touched on there, we've both got experience.
Yeah.
We've both got a natural affinity for riding.
Yeah.
I mean, right from, I'm the same as you, right from the first time I went on it.
Yeah.
I'm at home on a motorbike, and there's not everybody that's got that. It don't mean, you know, they're probably much better at other things.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
when we're riding, we're relaxed because we're, you know,
because it comes as it's a place we want to be. It's a place of enjoyment.
Yep.
You do things to relax you that you enjoy.
Yep, exactly.
You know, and chill out, and that's for me. Motorcycling is chilling out.
Yeah, me.
For the most part, I mean, there's some parts where you go, oh my God, there's a set of bends I simply cannot resist, and you'll test yourself and you'll push yourself through there. But even that is enjoyment in itself, and you get a pleasure from it. There's a big dopamine hit.
Yes.
But you know, I just can't understand why people do drugs when there's motorcycles to be had.
No.
Yeah.
No, I can't, mate.
I've never understood it. Heather's Gill. What a lovely old church. I never knew these places exist. A little place like that.
So, are we near Scotland now?
No, we're still in Northumberland way. Scotland's a little way north. You'll know when you're in Scotland because all the dry stone worlds are made out of shortbread. And all the animals running around, you'll see haggis on the road all squashed.
Yeah.
You know, the roadkill there. And it's in the rivers. It's not water that flows. It's malt whiskey, single malt.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's great.
No wonder they've got such an alcoholism problem.
Yeah. Oh my God! Can you smell popcorn?
Yeah. Bloody hell.
Yeah, that's a smell of popcorn, isn't it?
That was the smell of popcorn.
Yeah, that was. And if you think that's the smell of popcorn, Paul, I've got a lot more popcorn where that came from.
Oh dear. They live there as well. There's a house there, weren't they? They live in that all the while.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean, fancy having to live next to that.
Okay, no.
Oh. Yeah, you just wake up some days going, please let the wind be blowing the other way this morning. We can go left or we can go straight on. What do you want to do? Right or straight on, rather?
I'll follow you.
Okay.
Oh, I've lost my camera connection.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, as long as it's still recording.
2850. Yeah, it's saying it is.
Right. Okay. Are you getting a view on the camera itself showing that it's recording?
Yeah, I think it's all right.
Okay. Well, it's probably best you pull over and check because there's nothing more gutting.
Okay, mate. Pull over whenever you want.
Than losing a load of footage. It really is.
No, I think it's all good.
Yeah, does it seem to record? Pull up next to me, I'll see if I can make anything of it.
She's recording, isn't it?
I can't tell, I don't know what I'm looking for on this one. Alright, let's put my glasses on.
The red button's flashing.
That's usually a good sign. Right, let's have a look. Tilt your head this way. Yeah. You see that? You got a little red thing up there. That's your counter. Oh, there was it.
Oh no.
It may still connect.
Fuck.
Well, all is not lost. Because
you got a spare?
Usually I usually have a spare.
Fuck.
Right. You'll have to put that in there.
Yep. Plug it in first.
Horse's knob, just the job. Just want to chuck that in there.
Yeah. That's fucked, isn't it? Thanks, mate.
No worries, my man.
That's actually a much better way of doing it with that power pack there, the short cable, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not flailing about.
Yeah. But this is the thing, one is none and two is one. That's the saying. One is none and two is one. So one is none, two as one.
Actually,
You get the sense of that, don't you?
I do get the sense
Yeah.
of that.
So, right. Question. Okay. Why is your nickname Ogri?
I think it's because I look like the ugly bugger. And it was a couple of things. It's because I look like him, and also I had a Pooch moped when I was 16, a VZ50.
Yeah, like Malcolm.
Yeah, fucking thing it was. Always breaking down, so I always had spanners sticking out my pockets.
Ah, right, okay, yeah.
So
very Ogri, that.
Yeah, very Ogri.
Well,
that's about it.
I think if you wore an open face lid and we stuck some plastic wings on the side, you'd look exactly like Ogri.
Not so much now. I look like Ogri's granddad.
Well, he has to age as well, you know, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, I just had to ask, mate, that's all.
Yeah. And why are you called Mr. Lucky?
And it's an ironic nickname that I was given in my late teens when I started riding motorcycles, because I had a very, well, I guess you'd call it riding by braille. I'd crash quite often, and then that night I would be seen walking into the pub, and they go, "My God, how did you survive that? Here he is, Mr. Lucky. God, you're like Mr. Lucky, you." And it stuck. So it became Mr. Lucky, and then Lucky for short. And yeah, that's hence the tattoo on my left shoulder that says Mr. Lucky with a higher. Oh shit! I thought he was in the middle of the road there. Scared the life out of me.
So did I.
Scared the crap out of me, that. Well, at least we're on the ball.
And me.
It's
not an optical illusion, were they?
You don't want to come round and see the 44 tonner sitting where you think you're going to be. Yeah, that was a focusing moment, I believe they call that.
Bloody right it was.
Yeah. Yeah, so the nickname is an irony more than anything else.
Irony. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
I do remember the first time I met you when we were drag racing. You had the Mr. Lucky helmet with the was it the K back to front because of the Russian SU thing?
I had was it black with Mr. Lucky written on the back in big Teglo letters? Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is just a corner, not a turn. Well, yeah, that was the old super vent. That was originally a Freddie Spencer replica that I sprayed black, and then I got some Dayglow paint and sprayed Mr. Lucky on the back of it, and then I got my friend the lacquerer over. So a mate of mine, Gary Duffy, who's goes way back, he lacquered it over, and that was the black super vent. Then I got a white, my first. Well, actually, after that, I got a. Where we're going this way. I got an RI. Oh my goodness, what were they called? Not a Quantum. Not a Signet.
Not a Corsair.
No, it was kind of a rounded thing with vents in. Didn't have the bluff front, it was more rounded. I quite liked it. It was a lovely lid, and I got that custom spray to match my LC, which was a horrific custom paint job, but it was very much of its time.
Yeah.
And then I got rid of that, and I had a white RX-7, RI RX-7, which
I had one of them.
Yeah. It was the first RX-7. I think it was an RX-7 RR, and I had that sprayed up by the same guy who sprayed me other RI. Oh, it was a Giga, RI Giga I had. With the same guy who sprayed me RI Giga, I went to him and I said, I've got this idea, and I don't think anybody's done it before. And what I would like you to do is, I want it to look military. I don't want it to be like Top Gun because everybody's done that. I don't want it to be Japanese flag because everybody's done that. You know, I don't want it to be Brit. I want it to be something different. It's got to look industrial. It's got to look military. It's got to look worn and battered. It's got to kind of have a Star Wars kind of worn out, alien worn out vibe to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Patina.
Yeah, make it. Yeah, exactly that. It has to have that working look. So anyway. And I says, well, nobody else has got this. Why don't we do a Russian military theme? Now, this is back long before Russia had this lunatic president they've got now. Not that they've never had lunatic presidents, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So we we came up with this design, and I did some research, and this was back in the day when you had to go to a library. Oh my goodness, that was
Jesus.
a bit of, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, we had to go to a library, so I looked up some different Russian badges and colours, and came up with this design. And he incorporated that into this crash helmet, and he said at the time, I've never done a crash helmet like this before, it's the best one I've ever done, I'm so amazed by it. And that was the Mr. Lucky crash helmet that went to America with me and various other places, and it's still held in awe. However, now I can't really, although saying that it's 20 odd year old, can't really wear it in public because it's covered in Russian bloody stars and hammers and sickles and things like that, and it's very much not the done thing to have something like that paraded out in public. So we'll that one stays in its box at home, and,
yes,
you know, and reminds me of the happy times I had when I was younger.
That's funny, you had a Spencer rep, I had an awesome rep.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was a nice lid.
Yeah,
Showy lid, yeah.
My first decent helmet, we said about it the other day, didn't we?
Yeah.
Life changing, weren't it? So different.
Absolutely, mate. Now we're straight on here.
It was many years before I got an arrow, because everybody said back then, oh, you've either got a shoey head or you've got an arrow head, and I thought, well, that's shoes, I must be a shoey head.
Yeah, that's very true to a point, but I think the design's changed, because I did try RIs and shoeys on when I bought my first RI, and I couldn't get away with the shoey at all. It felt too tight on the front and the back, and too slack on the side, so I guess they made for a more rounded skull. I've got quite an elongated long head, you know, and the RI suits me fine. Oh, I'm very pleased. I've always had RIs. I had a brief dalliance with the Simpson. I mean, I say I've always had RIs, you know, you grew up with your chop strand crash helmet or your thermoplastic Centurion 2000.
Yeah.
You know, my brother bought us my first crash helmet, and I was just overjoyed because it meant that I was being accepted into his biker friends. Tight left. And it meant that I was going to be able to go on the back of the mates' bikes, you know, my brother, you know, because my brother was always way cooler than me, older brother with motorcycles, and you know, and all his friends had motorcycles, so I used to try and hang out with them, and they were always way cooler than I could ever imagine, you know. My brother had a Super Dream 250 with a kickstart. Is that the N or the NA? I can't remember. Then another friend of his had a KH 250. Another friend had an air-cooled RD 250. I think he had a GT 250 before that. Another friend, his first bike, literally the day they came out, he bought an LC 250.
Okay.
Yeah, literally the day they came out, the day they were released, he bought an LC 250. So, you know, I was hanging around with these guys who were 5 years older than me, who were absolute, in my eyes, they were motorcycling gods. They're all running around with L plates on. Yeah. But it just looked like a whole world of absolute heavenly fun. Yeah. And I just wanted to be part of it. And, you know, I used to bug them all once they passed the test to be on the back of them. And then the guy who had the LC 250, he bought a GBZ 550. Again, that just first came out. They were literally brand new out.
Yeah, they were quick. They were
very quick bike. The guy who had the KH 250, he bought a JS 550. That was a nice bike. That was really, really pleasant. Lovely bike. Best bike to sit in the back of because I had a lovely seat. My brother couldn't quite stretch to a GBZ, even though I wanted him to buy a GBZ, so he ended up buying a GSX 400F.
Right.
Yeah, which blew its engine up because it didn't have enough oil in it from the factory. The Suzuki got the oil amount wrong, and they would blow up. So they were rebuilt, and they had the amount of oil on the casing ground off, and you had to put 300 millilitres, I think 300 millilitres more, or something more like that, in the minimum.
Blimey.
Yeah, or they just blow the bottom ends apart. So he had a GSX 400F, which is like a little mini Katana thing.
Yeah.
The other mate who had the RD 250, and what did he get? I can't remember what he got. He still got bikes. The lad with the KH still got bikes. The lad with the LC 350, he still got a bike. My brother still got a bike. He's got your old VFR.
Right.
Yeah, as well as GSX. GBZ 305. So yeah, I mean, it just, you know, it's constantly there. You know, that lineage is there, that tradition, that love of motorcycles is there. It sometimes fades and dissipates a bit as you get into relationships and forget the pure joy that you get from motorcycles. Very singular joy, you know.
Yeah.
It's hard to share with other people who don't understand it.
It is.
You know, I always think if I got a girlfriend, that, you know, the girlfriend would have to want to like motorcycles, I'd have to want to get in the back of one, or I'd have to do my best to make sure that she understood what motorcycles meant to me.
Yeah,
I could have never dated a girl who didn't like motorcycles, and I don't think I ever have dated a girl who didn't like motorcycles. I married a girl who liked motorcycles. She passed her test, and you know, she got motorcycles. So, and then we got divorced again. So, you know, she still likes motorcycles. She has a motorcycle now. So,
yeah.
You know, it sticks. It sticks with some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was that love of motorcycles goes deep.
It does. It does. Very deep.
What about you? When
I was young?
Yeah.
Well, I was 17, obviously before you, in 77. So I was at the sports moped craze in 16. You know, when I was 16.
Yeah.
It was all Fizzies and AP50s and Gorellis, Fantics, and fucking hell, there was hundreds and hundreds of makes of sports moped. But of course, everybody wanted a 250 stroker.
Yeah.
And I got a RD.
Yeah.
I had a CB125S first.
Right.
It was a great little bike. And then I got an RD, and then for some reason I got an XS250 on the knob, which was horrible.
Yeah.
But I say that, but it was a lot cheaper to run than the RDs, because it's better on petrol. You didn't have to pay for two-stroke oil.
Aye.
And when you're a 17-year-old, you never got no money.
That matters.
Yeah, it did matter. Yeah. And then from that, I got an XS400, which was shit. So then I got an RD 400, which was brilliant, and then there was a couple of like that type of thing, RD 350B, the old air-cooled one.
Yeah, the air-cooled one, yeah.
Yeah, then a YPVS, and that. But then my first big bike was a CB 900F.
Oh, lovely. I've always liked the CB 900F. It's a lovely bike.
Mine weren't very good. It was 3-year-old. It was an 81 bike, and I had that in 84, and it burnt oil. It would struggle to pull about 125, 130, and I put up with it for ages, and I thought, no, this ain't me. And I chopped it in for a GPZ 750. When you were saying about your mate at the 550, that was when they'd gone from the very first ones to the swoopy second generation ones.
Yes.
So I had this swoopy 750, and whereas the old Honda would do 125, this 750 would do 140.
Yeah.
And that put me on the Kawasaki's for years.
Yeah.
And years, and
well, they always, you know, Kawasaki's for a long time always held the title of quickest bike. They always seem to hang on to it for the most time.
That 550 that your mate had, that was as quick as everybody else's 750.
Yeah, they were absolutely rabid.
Yeah, they were a brilliant bike.
Yeah.
I would have loved the GBZ 1100, but I never did it.
They were fantastic. Yeah. Is this person going to let us by? We sat behind them for a couple of miles now, and surely they would know. I'm not tailgating them, but you'd think they would get an idea of to, you know, let us by.
Yeah, just move over. You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. I'm wondering whether they even look in the rearview mirror.
God knows. He must hear us. He's not even leaving over on the left-hand side of the road, is he?
Yeah, no, just sitting blocking the road.
What a cock. Some people just enjoy being a cock, don't they?
Yeah, well, we're going right, so no doubt they're going right as well. Yeah, they're going right. I hate to do this, I hate to pressure people in front, you know, it's just not a done thing.
Right.
But I'm kind of sorely tempted to stick high beams on. But high beams on this are absolutely terrifying. Because of those